Oh, this looks so much better once you hit the record button.
Alright, let's do it. Let's take this out. It's a little bit crusty dusty. We don't want that in the tour. Okay guys,
Let's get this.
Last night ended up being a little bit different than we anticipated. We ended up having a bottle of wine with our new friend David, but today we are actually going to be filming my van tour. We're going to start over. I'm going to do it all from scratch. So, without further ado, welcome to my home. This is my hat collection. This is how you know it's my van. I keep all of my hats in the windshield.
She has the stickers on it from when she bought it still.
You're gonna realize that there's a lot of things, despite this being a very put together van, that bring out my personality of chaos.
Do you surf? Are you from Boston?
I like hats a lot. Should I put on a hat?
No, don't put it on.
This is one of my newer hats. Alright, cut the clip!
Wait, why did you build this home in the first place?
I actually kind of decided to build this home on a very sporadic one-day decision. I quit my job and didn't know what to do next, and I called up my friend Ike, who is behind the camera, and my friend Zach, and I was like, hey, you guys want to come to Fontana with me? We're gonna go look at vans. And I ended up going there and buying the van on the spot, and the next day I was already working on it. It was a pretty sporadic decision. I did not put much thought into it, but it is definitely one that I don't regret.
What's your favorite spot to hang out in your van?
Okay, I would have to say that my favorite spot to sit and hang out in the van is actually right here. I like to take a book and just kind of sit here, people watch, and kind of interact with people, leave my door open. It brings a lot of cool people into my life.
Wait. Zoe. What is this?
That's what?
This piece of wood that's stuck in this crack? Kinda looks like it fits right in this.
Oh, yeah, I had it just in there for safekeeping.
So she added these flower pots here about 2 months ago, I'd say. She spent like all night making that shelf. So where are your plants?
Listen, it's the thought that counts. Someday I'm going to be a really awesome plant mother, but I'm just not ready yet.
Oops, was I not supposed to take that off?
I should probably take this off anyways. You're doing me a service right now. This is just a spoof, apparently. We're just gonna be making fun of Zoe the whole time. This is my favorite little nook of my van, mostly because it has my fruit basket that is usually aesthetically designed with fruits and vegetables, but for some reason I just didn't do that for this van tour. Like I said, chaos. This is where I like to make my morning smoothies. I have a NutriBullet right up in here, so I'll just grab it, put it here, plug it in, and make a smoothie in the morning, and I get to do it while I'm looking at the ocean. Here we have my lollipop collection. We'll usually open up this drawer and I'll be like, I have lollipops, you want to be my friend? And usually people are like, that's freaking rad, yeah, I want to be your friend.
Do you say that to the kids that walk by your van? Yeah, free candy? Free candy!
I really wish a kid would walk by right now and I could do
What kind of fridge is this?
This is a Vetrofrigo 115. He literally just told me and I already didn't know what it was called, so. This is a Vetrofrigo 115. All my goodies are in here. I did not organize it. Yeah. It is what it is. Everything looks really good from the outside. And that's all that matters, is what's on the outside.
How does that window work?
Pretty simple. I have a screen here, so if I want a little bit of privacy, I close the screen. I can leave it open and still say hi to my friends outside. I just got a bunch of stairs. What? It's like I'm some weird girl in a van or something. If I want full privacy, I basically just... and nobody can see me from the outside.
What kind of windows are those?
They are a type of window that is really cool. They're AMA slider windows. I did not just phone a friend. I knew that from the beginning.
What does AMA stand for?
Automatic awesomeness. I'm just the builder. I don't know. I just got the stuff that I needed and I built it. I don't know the specifics.
Actually, let's get this out of the way. How much did you spend on this van?
So I definitely did not budget this van. I think that a van like this can be done cheaper if you're willing to put in the effort. I think I put about $20,000 into the build itself, and then the van was about $42,000. Okay, let me take a deep breath. So this cabinet up here It's like a medicine cabinet. It's actually really handy. I'm a big gym girl, so I keep all of my like pre-workouts and stuff in here. You can take a peek. It's a little bit disorganized, but just random medicine cabinet stuff. So I just kind of lied saying that I keep my pre-workouts in here because I don't have any pre-workout in here right now. That's because I used it all because I go to the gym. Okay, so the next cabinet is actually like one of the most useful cabinets in my van, and it's kind of hidden. It's up here above my partition door and mirror, which we'll get into. It's a push to open. I kind of have to stick my fingers up under there and then it, listen to this, ready? Whoa, that's awful. But all of my shoes fit up in here. I have a lot of shoes. I am a fashion girly, kind of. Something I didn't want to sacrifice in a van, and I didn't have to because I built out this overhead storage into a shoe storage. Really disorganized, and I often have to use a step stool to actually get in there. Hanging behind my partition door. Boom. Step stool. Then it's super easy for me to get up in here. Kind of goes all the way back that way, and all the way back that way, and all the way back that way, so I have to kind of like put my whole body in here sometimes, but it's worth it.
I really like this cutout right there.
Thank you. I did that with a Cove bit.
That's not what it's called.
Fuck, what's it called?
I don't know. I think it's that.
I'm kind of a router queen. You'll notice that in my van, everything in here has been routered because I'm a router queen.
First 20% was not routed, and then once she learned how to use the router.
I then took apart the entire van and rerouted everything and put it back together. That's my disco ball. I think it brings a little bit of culture into my van.
Why do you like this partition so much?
Hold, please. This partition's great. It honestly makes me feel a lot safer in the van, and it separates the driving cabin from the living space. Other than having a full-length mirror that tucks away, it's really nice because I can lock it from both this side and the driving side. So while I'm driving, I can lock it so it doesn't fly back and forth, and I can lock it on this side for like extra safety in case anyone were to, for some reason, break into the front. They can't get to the back while I'm sleeping.
Little girl. Little pretty girl.
Little strong girl. Okay, let's continue to talk about this partition.
Yeah, so how is it with like temperature regulation?
Right, so this partition is great with temperature regulation. It keeps both the hot and the cold up front. So back here, the temperature is more regulated. You'll climb up to the front in the middle of the summer and it is scorching, but back here it's still cool. It also keeps my windshield from frosting over in the winter.
How do you like your MaxxAir fan?
I love my MaxxAir fan, except that none of the buttons work. And for a long time I didn't think it worked, but it was actually my remote. And so I got a new remote, and the remote still works for now. To be continued, but it's a little crusty.
Where are all of your light switches?
Majority of my light switches are here on this panel. I do have one light switch by the door that controls these puck lights that are already on. But all of these light switches control my under cabinet lights as well as my toe kicks. So this one is the kitchen lights, and they're all on dimmer switches, so I can adjust the lighting as I please. This one is the under cabinets for my bed area. This one is a little touchy sometimes. I have to kind of give it a little smack, but it still does the job. This is my toe kicks. Ooh, fancy mood lighting.
Water break. That's good.
A big goal of mine when building this van was to be able to entertain people and cook for them. So a big thing that comes with that is having enough counter space to do so. So right here I have a flip up that not only blocks me out from the outside world and allows me sort of a gate so that people can't step in, which is kind of nice when you're cooking. You don't want people stepping in and out of your van. But it also gives me tons of counter space on this side, and then I have a flip up right over here as well. So I just flip this one up, and then I have counter space basically the entire length of my van. How many feet of counter space would you say this is? 5'3"?
Maybe like 10.
Probably like 10
9 to 10 feet?
9 to 10 feet of counter space, which not many vans have, I don't think.
What kind of countertops are these?
I'd say they're red oak.
Yeah, I'd say they're red oak.
I'd say they're red oak.
What are they actually?
By the looks of it, they could potentially be red oak.
What are they called? What's the tag say?
You know, it's not the name that's important. It's the quality, and these are red oak quality countertops.
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. They're called...
Tell them the truth.
I think they're called Hava, but they're red oak. I think there's a mislabel on the packaging. They're red oak. Honestly, I love everything in my kitchen. It makes my life so easy, and I think I designed it really well, so it's super functional, and I'm just really proud of this. I'm really passionate about it. Right here I have like this big sink. It's super deep. It makes doing dishes and day-to-day tasks really easy. This hose faucet thingy, I could spray Ike right now if I wanted to. I would
don't
not
do that.
And then here I have filtered water, which I actually use mostly for like skincare, but I also use it to fill up my Brita, and then it's kind of like a double filtration system. Got soap and such things. Yep. In here we have a lot of trash. I haven't had the chance to empty my trash. It was empty yesterday for the tour, but we got a little distracted with wine night. My trash can is actually perfectly built, all from my own measurements that I completely just developed by myself. That was karma for lying. My trash can is actually built to the exact dimensions of the medium? 4 gallon? Yeah. The 4 gallon size trash bags.
I honestly don't think anybody cares about your trash bags.
Okay, well, my trash can fits these perfectly, and I can thank Ike for giving me his measurements. I literally had to rip them out of him with persuasion. He gave me the circumference measurement, and I was able to debunk how to build a trash can that fit the trash bags perfectly. Here we have my propane box. I have to just unscrew it, and then I can replace my propane, and my stovetop and oven run off of propane. So, you see the connection there. Right here, I have a secret pull-out pantry.
Secret?
Well, like, you wouldn't expect it to be there, I don't think. This is where I hold most of my dry food. It's been super duper awesome for me, storage-wise, because I've been able to use most of my cabinets for clothing. Like I said, I have a lot of clothing. Oh, still moody. Right here we have a magnet strip. It holds a bunch of cooking essentials. I've probably actually only used like 50% of these in my time in the van so far, but I hope to be using them more when I'm entertaining more people and I'm not trying to settle into my van.
Do they make a lot of noise when you drive?
A ton of noise. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're practical in the sense that it holds them strongly enough that they don't fall while I'm driving, but they do clink while I drive. Long road trips, I'd probably take these down, but it's super aesthetic and they're super easy to grab. Like if I'm cooking eggs in the morning, I'm like, oh, I need a spatula. Boom, boom, boom.
What's your favorite breakfast to cook?
Avocado toast. I have a 3-burner stovetop, which is super efficient. If I'm like cooking pasta, veggies, and meat right here, I can do all 3. Or if I'm doing coffee and eggs and you know, like I can do 3 things at once. Or if a friend is cooking their meal, I can cook my meal and we can cook our meals together. And it's just like this really wholesome experience. This is super simple. I just go, then I spark it on and it's super aesthetic. This is a design flaw. If you lean on it, sometimes they'll like spin and then you're just leaking propane. One time I leaked propane all into my van and I left it on for 3 hours and I got back from a coffee shop and my entire van was filled with propane. It was not fun. I was a little bit scared, but can't have the highs without the lows, right? All of my silverware is melted because I accidentally will put them down after using this and it'll be hot and then I'll be like, so they're unique. Anyone wants to buy them? They're really upscale, unique pieces of silverware. Are really unique and exclusive. Selling them for $1,000 a pop. We have 2 drawers under here. This one has Tupperware and stuff for the oven and cutting boards and such. This one is where I hold like my pots and pans and strainer and stuff like that. The oven's not that clean on the inside. It's not that bad though. It's a little crusty on the inside. I have no handles on my upper cabinets. I actually just have this little lip here, so you just pull from underneath. And they are all just on struts, so they'll stay right open. This is where the clothing starts. We got kitchen, clothing. This backsplash was not only my favorite part to build, but it's also my favorite part of my van. When people are walking by, they're like, that backsplash is sick, and it makes me feel really good. I literally went one by one and peeled plastic off of each of the stainless steel ones when it was finished. And I ran out of grout and cried about it during the build process as well, but we got through it. To go along with the cool stainless steel, like glassy feel of my kitchen, I have these little jars and they just hold all the stuff for like oatmeal and such. I eat a lot of oatmeal. Just go like this, boom, fill them up, and then you can just twist them right back on. Screw them right into the upper cabinet, so those aren't going anywhere. How are you supposed to? Ooh, ooh, ooh,
oh.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Who gave you this?
Ooh, ooh, I bought them. Do you want one?
Zoe,
I have a lot of disco balls. It brings a little bit of fun into a traditionally more modernized, grown-up appearance home, you know? Like, I'm just 23, I'm here to disco, you know? I'm not here to be all serious and shit. Here we have water level gauge, so it'll tell me how much water I have. We're about, I thought it wasn't working for a second there. Half a tank of water. I have a 40-gallon water tank, so I'm about 20 gallons in. This is just my water pump. This is a water heater timer.
Made those cushions.
I made these cushions, and I'm really proud of these cushions. I made all of these cushions. I made this cushion, and this cushion, this cushion. Oh, we gotta go over this design flaw. Basically what I did here is I made the cushion the full size of this bench, but there's storage in here, okay? So in order to get into this storage space in here, I have to actually put the foot up, which is really freaking annoying. Take off the cushion, or I don't have to take off the cushion, but I usually take off the cushion, and then I can access this. The funny thing is that I designed the bench so that I wouldn't have to do that, but then I didn't design the cushion that way, so I ended up having to do it anyway. That's where all my sweatshirts lie. I have a lot of sweatshirts. My dad owned a sweatshirt company my whole childhood, so I have a sweatshirt fetish. Anyways, back to my cushions. This was actually the last cushion that I sewed, but the worst cushion that I sewed because I ran out of material and tried to add more material. This was my first time sewing. This one hides in this nook in the back over there. Toilet. I have a Laveo dry flush toilet in here. Self-explanatory, except for that this doesn't stay open, so I usually tuck my blanket like this, and that will stay open, and I can just...
Oh, you already threw them out?
Yeah, no. I don't have any refills right now. Okay. If I sit right here, I have all of my books. I love reading. I have read a good portion of these novels that are here. That's where I keep all my makeup, because I'm a girl and I do makeup sometimes, and so this is in here. I have a mirror right here that's rechargeable. Just pull this over, hit the light, and
whoa.
I can just, you know.
That's actually sick.
Just tuck it back against the wall, and it's like it's not even there. Just hidden stuff in here. I sit down when there usually is a cushion on here. Rip this out, and then you and your friend, in my case my pile of pillows, can sit and talk and do some work and eat a meal. It's literally not on drawer slides or anything. It's held up strictly by my mattress. Under here, I'm not going to go the whole 9 yards here because this is actually a very complicated nook in my van, despite it not looking complicated. Top, I have a charging station. This is where all of my electronics charge. I've been trying to keep my phone in here at night. I haven't been very successful. My phone usually sleeps with me, which is not good, and I don't recommend. Nobody should do that. This is just where I keep bathing suits and such. This is my piano. It comes right out. It's on drawer slides. It can come all the way out, and I can use it here just fine, but I'd probably take it and put it here and stare out at the beautiful ocean. The dust is definitely not representative of how much I use it at all. So this piece of wood also is really handy. It comes out, and then it can lay across my benches, and this can be a guest bed or a day bed. I'm not going to put that all together for you because you can just picture it in your brain, imagine it. It's not something I like to do often because if I put the day bed out, the day bed usually doesn't go away.
Happened.
Alright, we had a little intermission because the A7 got a little too hot, so we had to take a break, but we had some snacks, and now we're back at it to finish the tour. Should I offer those kids a lollipop, or is that creepy?
That's kind of creepy.
Okay, you're right. Okay, picking up where we left off, there's usually cushions here, but there's a laundry chute. Just shove my laundry in there, and then it disappears forever, and I never see it again. It just eats it. It's great. Favorite part now, get to get onto my bed. Right here I have this little 360 fan. I just press this little button, and it has a few different levels. Pretty powerful, honestly. Oh, it doesn't do the noise thing.
It doesn't.
Bed is a 10-inch mattress. Ike's shaking his head because that's ridiculous, but I am the most comfortable van lifer probably in the world. It actually was my mattress in my apartment before I moved into a van, and we literally just took a knife to it and cut it. It's almost a queen size. I'd say it's between a full and a queen. And then we have a little window here, which is cute. Don't lift, push, kind of like creep people out like this. You can basically fit anyone of any height out this bed if you ever needed to. Next up, this is where I keep all of my clothing. It's relatively organized for what it is. This has actually been way more functional than I ever thought it would be, but it holds like all of my like daily use things that I use in my bed. So like the book that I'm reading, my journal. Then we have one of the best features of this van. It's that, it's the skylight. Ta-da! When I'm sleeping, it can be really dark. Or we can have a net to keep all the buggies out. Or we can just open it up. We'll pull all the way open. This is how I spy on people. Not very sneaky though, because they can see me spying on them. And they're probably like, what is that girl doing sticking her head out of the roof? But
how do you like this for airflow?
This thing is great for airflow. If I turn on my Max Air fan and have it sucking the air out, it will pull air through my skylight and suck it out that way, and it kind of creates like natural air conditioning system in the van. This is where all my plants are gonna go when I get plants. But that's all. That's where I keep my alpaca. Talk about slats. A lot of people put slats on their ceiling. It's like a new trend. I guess not new, but a trend in van life. I didn't want to do what everyone else was doing, so instead I decided to put slats on my back doors. Red oak slats. And then red oak slats underneath all of my cabinets as well, just to add a little bit of flair. My floors are red oak, my slats are red oak, and my counters are basically red oak. This is just where I keep all of like my skincare and my toothbrush and stuff. I usually go like this because I know something's gonna fall out when I open it. It's a lucky day. Okay, here, put this flip up. We have a secret little picture there. And then under here I have what is one of my 2 outdoor shower slash hoses. So I just whip this right on out. I open up here, plug this right in here. Turn on the water.
Oh!
That's it. We're not gonna spray the kind people of Coronado. To empty it.
Hello.
That's that.
Yeah.
Last part of the tour is my trunk slash garage storage space back here. I didn't organize it, but we'll do a quick walkthrough. So, that's where I keep all my towels. It's like a long tube. Go all the way back there. Sometimes I have to like reach my whole body in. Here, I can hook up another outdoor shower in the back. Basically, I pop that thingy open and I hook a hose up and I turn the hose on and it fills up my water tank.
What's that called?
A spigot. It's called a city fill. I don't know what that one's called.
So, did you not build this?
Okay, fine. Gravity fill is for the winter. No further questions. Take the time, look it up. I don't really feel like explaining it, to be honest with you.
What's that? Is that your...
This is diesel. So I fill this up and I have a diesel heater in my van right now. A lot cheaper. I only spent $100 on my heater. That's all I needed for San Diego right now. I'll probably replace it with a better heater, but this does the job right now. I just fill up this tank and then powers my heater.
Doesn't smell at all? Nothing?
No, no scent.
What about your electrical system? How do you get...
No further questions.
How do you get power?
No further questions. I don't understand it. I just know how to build it. My electrical system, I have an all-in-one unit from Light Harvest Solar. Made doing electrical a little less daunting to me because I had no idea how to do anything electrical, plumbing, or building wise, and building my own system seemed just a little bit too harsh. I ended up loving electrical and it being one of my favorite parts of the build, so sometimes I kind of wish that I did my own electrical system, but this power bank is awesome. It's been working just fine for me, so.
What's that?
Cornhole, you wanna play?
Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you for coming to my tour. We're gonna go play some cornhole now. I actually really gotta go play some cornhole, so I just wanna say thank you for coming to my tour, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and have lots of candy and fun things. So let's go play cornhole, let's go. Okay, serious moment for a second. I just want to say that this was the biggest learning experience of my life. I learned so many life lessons from doing this, and I actually built this entire van basically by myself with the help of friends, especially my friends at SoCal Custom Vans and Mr. Ike Baker, who is behind the camera. He taught me everything I know, and I'm just really grateful for this opportunity, and honestly, overall, this has taught me that you can do anything you put your mind to, so take that as you will, and thank you for watching. But everyone in the SoCal Custom Van shop discovered that I'm very ticklish, so it's just a constant fight to not be tickled all the time. No! It saves me in the morning. I'm a big coffee girl, kind of a coffee addict.
Oh, you actually clean it. That's good.
I do clean it, yeah.
I
I clean it every day, yeah.
What'd you say?
I said I'm gonna try and speed up this process because I was having fun and now the fun meter's going down and I'm feeling more like this is getting boring, so. Righties don't understand that lefty scissors are necessary to be a functional left-handed human being. Justice for the left-handed people who don't have lefty scissors. It's honestly a movement I'd like to start.
Zoe cut out every single piece of insulation
with
her
right-handed scissors, and it drove me absolutely insane. I probably should have bought them before I did that.